Welcome to a new video of Epic Myths Unveiled. This time we dive into deep Scottish waters for the story behind the Loch Ness Monster. Brace yourself for a riveting dive into the deep as we promise another thrilling story. We're going to talk about one of history's greatest myths, take you back to the first sighting and also the latest investigation on this Scottish legend. But before we begin, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to see more epic myths being unveiled. Now let's dive in to meet this mythical creature. The legend of the Loch Ness Monster, affectionately known as Nessie, is one of the most enduring and mysterious tales in Scottish folklore. The story is centered around Loch Ness, a large, deep freshwater lake in the Scottish Highlands. Renowned for its stunning landscapes and dark, peaty waters, the Loch Ness Monster has captured the imaginations of locals and intrigued visitors for centuries. The history of the Loch Ness Monster dates back to the 6th century, when the Irish monk Saint Columba is said to have encountered a creature in the River Ness. The first widely publicized sighting occurred in 1933, when a couple claimed to have witnessed a large creature crossing the road near the lake. Subsequent sightings and alleged photographs have fueled the mystery surrounding Nessie. While some sightings have been debunked as hoaxes, others remain unexplained, contributing to the enduring allure of the legend. The exact nature and characteristics of the Loch Ness Monster are shrouded in mystery. Descriptions of Nessie vary, with some accounts depicting a long-necked dinosaur-like creature, whilst others suggest a more serpent-like appearance. Many believe Nessie to be a surviving plesiosaur, a prehistoric marine reptile, although there's no scientific evidence to support this hypothesis. As for the size of the Loch Ness Monster, reports and eyewitness accounts offer conflicting information. Some describe a creature as small as a seal, whilst others claim to have seen a massive beast up to 30 feet in length. The lack of conclusive evidence and the elusive nature of the alleged creature have only added to the mystique and intrigue surrounding Nessie. But we'll dive more into that later on how this myth came into being and how it's viewed today. But for now, we first go to where this creature is said to be hiding. Loch Ness is located in the Scottish Highlands. This freshwater loch stretches approximately 37 kilometers southwestward, making it the second largest Scottish loch by surface area after Loch Lomond. However, Loch Ness is renowned for its exceptional depth, reaching a maximum depth of around 230 meters, making it the deepest loch in Scotland. Situated along the Great Glen, a geological fault line that runs across the Scottish Highlands from Fort William to Inverness, Loch Ness is a part of a series of interconnected lochs and rivers. The River Ness, which flows from the northern end of the loch, carries its waters towards the city of Inverness and eventually out into the North Sea. The lake's picturesque surroundings feature lush green hills, historic castles, and the ruins of Urquhart Castle on the western shore, providing a stunning backdrop to the mysterious waters. We quickly move on to the story behind the creature that is said to lurk in these mysterious waters, because when was the Loch Ness Monster first seen? The oldest sighting is found in Life of Saint Columba by Adamnan, written sometime in the 7th century. According to Adamnan, the monster had been seen in the year 565 by the priest Saint Columba. He was on a mission to convert people to Christianity when he passed by a funeral near the River Ness. According to bystanders, the man being buried had been killed by a water beast. After hearing the story, Columba sent a follower, Lewin Moku Min, into the water. The beast reappeared and approached Moku Min. At this, Columba made a sign of the cross and spoke in the name of God. To hear and no further. Do not touch the man. Leave immediately. The monster retreated into the depths of the water. Moku Min survived the incident and the people present immediately converted to Christianity. People who believed in the existence of the monster still use this history as evidence, but skeptics believe that the story is separate from the saga and only later became associated with the Loch Ness Monster. This is partly because the story takes place on the River Ness and not the lake. Moreover, it was not unusual in ancient times for people to write stories about priests who allegedly chased away monsters in order to convert people to Christianity. The first widely publicized sighting of the Loch Ness Monster occurred many years later in 1933. The story involves a couple, Mr. and Mrs. Spicer, who reported a strange encounter whilst driving near the shores of Loch Ness. On the evening of July 22, 1933, the Spicers were traveling along the A82 road when they claimed to have witnessed a large creature crossing the road in front of their car. According to the couple, the creature was having a long neck and a bulky body, resembling a prehistoric creature or a monstrous sea serpent. The creature, they estimated, was around 4 feet in height and had a length of about 25 feet. The sighting was immediately met with widespread interest and speculation. The story caught the attention of the media. The newspapers quickly seized upon the mysterious encounter. The term monster was used to describe the creature, and the legend of the Loch Ness Monster was born. Reactions to the Spicer sighting were varied, while some were skeptical and dismissed the account as mere fabrication or misinterpretation of natural phenomena. Others were captivated by the idea of a mysterious creature inhabiting the depths of Loch Ness. The media frenzy that ensued brought the legend to a global audience, turning Loch Ness into a focal point for those intrigued by the unknown. The Spicer sighting not only laid the groundwork for the Loch Ness Monster legend, but also inspired other eyewitnesses to come forward with their own stories. In the following years, a series of additional sightings and reports would contribute to the enduring mystery and fascination surrounding Nessie. The 1933 sighting remains a crucial moment in the history of the Loch Ness Monster, marking the beginning of a cultural phenomenon that continues to captivate people to this day. Because is the Loch Ness Monster real or not? By 1934, the answer seemed to have been found. On April 19, 1934, surgeon Robert Kenneth Wilson is driving past Loch Ness. He sees something moving in the water, stops and takes a picture. For decades, this photo is considered the ultimate proof of Nessie's existence. However, the doctor does not want his name attached to the photo, so it becomes known as the surgeon's photo. The surgeon's photograph reportedly captured the head and neck of a creature rising out of the water, creating a sensation and adding fuel to the belief in the existence of the Loch Ness Monster. The photograph was published in the Daily Mail in 1934, further cementing its place in popular culture. The truth behind the photograph emerged in 1994 when, following decades of speculation, investigations revealed that the creature in the picture was something completely different. It turned out to be a tinkered monster. The perpetrator was revealed to be Marmaduke Wetherill, a British big game hunter and filmmaker who had enlisted the help of his stepson Christian Sperling to construct a model of the monster's neck and head using a toy submarine. Wetherill had initially become involved in the Loch Ness Monster mystery when he was hired by the Daily Mail to investigate the phenomenon. When his efforts to find evidence of Nessie proved fruitless, he turned to deception as a way to salvage his reputation and credibility. The fake neck and head were attached to a toy submarine, and the contraption was then photographed in the waters of Loch Ness, creating the illusion of a sea monster. The plan worked initially, and the photograph was widely accepted as genuine for many years. Although the surgeon's photograph was later exposed as fake, it remains a remarkable chapter in the history of the Loch Ness Monster and reminds us that even famous images should be viewed with skepticism. Later in history, other so-called evidence occurred, but all of these were also dismissed. Despite that, research continued to be done on the Loch Ness Monster. One of the most well-known investigations was conducted by the Loch Ness Phenomena Investigation Bureau in the 1960s, led by naturalist Adrian Shine. The Investigation Bureau used a variety of methods, including sonar scans and underwater cameras, to search for evidence of the monster. Despite extensive efforts, the Bureau did not find any definitive proof of the creature's existence. In recent years, advancements in technology have led to new investigations using state-of-the-art equipment. One notable study was the Loch Ness DNA project, led by Professor Neil Gemmell in 2018. The project involved collecting water samples from varied points in Loch Ness and analyzing environmental DNA to identify the presence of organisms in the water. Whilst the study did uncover a significant amount of DNA from various species, it did not provide conclusive evidence of a large unknown creature inhabiting the loch. In 2023, the largest investigation of the Loch Ness Monster in 50 years took place. The Loch Ness Centre partnered with the volunteer research team Loch Ness Exploration to organize a 2-day hunt called The Quest. The organizers called it the most systematic search since 1972. The organization and volunteers went to the loch multiple times. They dropped an underwater microphone called a hydrophone in hopes of solving the mystery. They heard strange noises, but nothing that could prove Nessie was swimming around out there somewhere. Also, so-called evidence collected during the hunt by the volunteers did not prove to be legitimate or prove that the Loch Ness Monster really exists, and after much effort, another investigation ended without decisive evidence. In the history of this myth, many reported sightings have been debunked as hoaxes or misidentifications of known animals and objects. Despite the lack of scientific evidence, the legend of Nessie continues to be a popular subject of speculation and fascination, attracting tourists and researchers alike. Scientists and enthusiasts continue to explore the mysteries of Loch Ness, and new technologies may offer new insights into the enigma of the Loch Ness Monster in the future. Loch Ness is a popular destination for those hoping to catch a glimpse of the legendary monster. The scientific community largely dismisses the existence of a large, undiscovered creature in the lake. The Loch Ness Monster remains firmly entrenched in the realm of folklore, captivating the imagination and drawing curious visitors to the scenic shores of the Scottish Highlands. Whether these people are ever going to see the Loch Ness Monster remains to be seen. As yet, no one has managed to actually get this mythical creature on film or come up with other legitimate evidence that Nessie exists. However, the story surrounding this legend is far from extinct. The fact that another large-scale survey was conducted in 2023 by people from all over the world indicates that this myth is still a hot topic. It always will be, because whether the Loch Ness Monster lurks in the deep waters of Scotland, only Nessie herself knows. And so ends our splash in the deep. It was a trip with exciting stories about a mysterious creature. Experts can't get over the authenticity of this legend. We've revealed another epic myth to you and hope to see you back soon with a new video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, click the bell, and subscribe to our channel to never miss anything about the most epic myths and legends.